Hey everyone! I'm excited for today's project. A while ago we did that laundry makeover in our hallway and it looked beautiful, it turned out great, but ever since that project ended I have been very excited to move on to the rest of the hallway, which you may have seen. It's quite a large hallway, so there's a lot of things that we can do with it, but I have been waiting a while, mostly because I could not decide on a color, which is a recurring problem. I cannot for the life of me choose the right color, but I think I have it figured out now, so we'll just have to see when it's actually on the walls. There's one wall in particular that I really want to do something special with. There's a lot of preparation to do, so let's just get started. So the plan so far is to paint most of the hallway the soft warm white that you've seen me use in the laundry area, and then on the wall that you see on the left I actually want to do a vintage gallery wall. I have been getting old frames and paintings from antique stores and flea markets, and I am very excited to use them. I will also paint that wall a darker color than the rest. So I'm talking to you from my kitchen because the audio in the hallway is horrible. I have done a couple of things and I filmed them and I just realized that my camera was still set to time-lapse. So I made a time-lapse of everything. Things are going great. On top of that, I am having doubts about the color that I chose. It's the floor. The floor in the hallway is white with a bit of a gray taupe and blue. And so in my mind, the only thing that would really work well is to use blue on the walls or on the trim, but I don't like that. I was stubborn and I went with warmer colors. So I did a warm cream kind of white on the wall. It doesn't seem to look very good with the white of the floor. I am going to continue because I've already got the paint and I've already gotten started. I don't know, maybe it will look good. If you enjoy watching me make all kinds of terrible decisions, consider subscribing because there are bound to be a lot more.
I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could dream about somebody else. I wish I could talk when the silence so loud. I wish, oh I wish I could wipe my own memory out.
So I got one of these tiny cans of paint as a tester, and you know, they say in the store you just come back and scan this code if you want the actual paint. So I did that. And then I came home and I started painting, and halfway the wall I was like, that is not the same color. I know that there can be a slight difference in the color, like it could be a little bit lighter or a little bit darker than the test, but it was completely different. It was pretty much this difference. So one of them was really brown and the other one was way more gray. So I went and got a new can of paint, painted the wall. So it's done now. I still don't like how everything fits with the floor. I've tried to ignore the floor. I don't think I can. I have a blue, which I could try on the trim because that is the blue that is in the floor and maybe that will tie everything in. But I think I'm just gonna go and finish everything first and then we'll see if we wanna change the trim color. But in the meantime, I decided to do something about the window in the door to our storage room. As you can imagine, it is a mess in there, and it doesn't provide the best view from the hallway. So I opted for a privacy foil with a pattern in it. It's the kind that you can just stick on there with a little bit of water. It makes it incredibly easy to apply, and also very easy to remove or reapply if you accidentally place it wrong. Additionally, there was a little bit of damage on the door itself, so I took a little bit of white paint and touched it up. And then I found some white and blue framed tiles that were hanging in our kitchen and took them to the hallway, where I hope I can bring some of that blue from the floor up to the wall. So I took all the frames that I planned on using on the wall and laid them out on the floor exactly the way I liked them. A couple of them needed some cleaning and repairing, and I also ordered some new prints for the two bigger frames, as the existing paintings were so dark I could barely see what was on there. So I removed the old painting, replaced it with a new print, securing it with just a little bit of painter's tape. So now that everything is painted, I am ready to do the gallery wall that I talked about. I have put up some templates on the wall just to see how it would look when it's up there. And I'm not so sure about this setup, so I'm just gonna go and change some things around. So with this setup, I put everything pretty much aligned. Every frame is aligned with another one, and I think that looks very neat and tidy, but I also know how hard it is to actually align the frames when you hang them up, because all of them have a different hanging mechanism. So I'm gonna try and move some things around, see how it looks if I do it a little bit more flimsy. So it's not that much of a difference, but it's gonna make things a lot easier, especially if I ever run into frames that are more pretty than these and I want to swap them, then it's gonna be a lot easier if they're not perfectly aligned. So let's go and hang some frames. So I'm almost done. I'm just gonna do some finishing touches. I actually have this adorable old bathroom sign that was in my old house, and I thought it was so cute that I took it with me when I moved. So I'm gonna put this up on the new bathroom door. Also, I need a little help with the wall that is opposite of the gallery wall. I don't know what to do with it, so let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. They can only help, please. There's going to be another video about the rest of the hallway, but for now, I think I'm gonna call it quits. So if you enjoyed it, press that like button, and I will see you next time.
It is true.